In today's video I want to play arguably one of the greatest games of all time, Half-Life Alyx. I'm gonna try to not spoil anything for the people who have not played this, because now the Steam frame is coming out and Valve might be wanting to push this thing again, because it is one of the greatest fucking games ever made, in my opinion. But anyways, this is one of those games where it's kind of like me with rap music. I can get bored with rap music and grow too old for it, but I still appreciate certain rappers like Eminem or Kendrick Lamar or whoever it is. Half-Life Alyx is like that, meaning I can get bored with gaming in general and say like, games are not for me anymore, but once I boot up this fucking game, I'm all in, every single time. I think it won't matter if I'm 70 years old. I think this game is gonna look good for decades to come, because now it's all fashioned with AI slop, right? And developers, they want to take shortcuts in different ways. This game is the exact opposite of taking shortcuts. Like, everything in this game is stuff you can pick up and explore. You can look at even the tiny letters on these bottles. You can look at the liquid inside of them. This is built to live through the ages, so to say. This game. Survive the ages. And I'm saying one of the greatest games of all time, but actually I'm kind of thinking maybe it is the greatest game of all time. That is a very, very bold statement. I'm not a Half-Life fan at all. Really not. This is the only Half-Life game I really liked at any point. But I liked it that much that I think that it might be contender for me personally for greatest game of all time. The story, the graphics, the just overall feeling. Yeah. It is greatest of all time territory. No doubt about it. And some of you might be getting yourselves the Steam frame for Christmas or whatever. And I've heard some rumors about this game making its way to that platform. Don't know if it's true, but from what I've seen Valve put out, it seemed like a low-res version of this thing. Like worse graphics, so to say. And man, you're in for a treat if this thing is coming like a Steam frame exclusive. It's one of those games where it only lasts like 8 to 12 hours for a single playthrough. Despite that, I've played this thing for more than 100 hours in just playing through the game over and over again. That is not taking into account the mods made by the community, and there are a ton of fucking mods for this game. That is not taking those into account. This is just me playing through the same story again and again and again and again and again. And even now, when I'm playing it, I've seen this thing like 100 times and it still looks fucking amazing. Yeah. One of, if not the greatest game of all time. That is a very bold statement, and some of you might get angry with me for it, but I don't care, man. I believe what I believe. Oh yeah? Come here. Both of you, come on. Come on, boys. Oh yeah. It never gets old. It never gets old. I mean, look at the detail on these zombies, man. Look at the detail on these fucking zombies. Look at that. There are no other games for virtual reality that has anything like this. It's like being in an amusement park. That's really what it is. I've pushed the graphics to the max on my system. I have 5070, so 12 gigs of VRAM, and it runs perfectly. Like, there is not a slither of performance issues here. Nothing. It just runs perfectly, and it has ran perfectly for me on every single setup. It is insane, man. I've played this game so many times. And even now, after playing this for more than 100 hours, I pick it up and I just want to play through the whole thing all over again. Just that little encounter right there with killing that thing. Just want to play the whole fucking game all over again. That is insane. Yeah, contender for greatest game of all time. Now, I remember back when this came out, it was during COVID. And I wanted to, or not wanted to, I built a PC back then. Living with my ex-wife at the time. We weren't married, by the way. And this was when the coronavirus hit, essentially, when I played this game.
Too dark. You'll need a flashlight.
I think you're right.
Oh yeah. Where's the flashlight, man? I just jumped into some save, and I don't know if this is from like 3 years ago or whatever. I have no idea. So I don't know where I actually find that flashlight. It's been a while, I'm kind of rusty. Anyway, we're just exploring this beautiful universe for a second. Natural spring water. It's such an attention to detail here. It is insane. They've thought about everything. It is the opposite of GTA 6, where you have this enormous spanning map. Here we're like in the microscopic details. Instead of like heading outwards into infinity, here you can look at every little thing, every microscopic detail. And you can see the flesh of this alien thing looks perfect. The physics of it just looks perfect. Everything looks perfect. So as I said, man, when I'm fucking 70 years old, this game is still gonna be good. Not even fucking kidding. Not even kidding, man. This is an absolute classic. Don't think I've ever bragged that much about a video game, but I really mean that about Half-Life Alyx. Don't care for the Half-Life series at all. This one though, this is that good. So where did I find that flashlight? Is it here? No. Oh yeah, now I remember. It's been so long. It's been so long. Oh yeah, I love these. I love these puzzles. They're so amazing, these puzzles in this game. The best puzzles ever. I sound like such a Half-Life fanboy, which I am not at all. I'm not any Half-Life fanboy by any measure. Don't give a shit about the Half-Life series, but this specific game, I do care about. Anyways, this was back in COVID, and I remember my wife being angry with me, ex-wife being angry with me for not spending enough time with her. And I would just come home from work and just dream about playing this game. Like, man, I have to spend time with my wife and I just want to play Half-Life. How can I get away? This game and Boneworks, those two, but especially this one. I remember buying Boneworks at first because I had seen it on YouTube.
4 shells left.
And I didn't really take Half-Life Alyx all that seriously because I thought the whole Half-Life series was just blown out of proportion. It wasn't all that amazing. And man, was I ever wrong. Like, they fucking thought about everything. Even you have like this thing inside of your scope that can see enemies. Like, there's so much shit they've thought about.
It is dark.
Everything all right?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
And despite this game being... How old is it now? 6 years old. It is the best looking game you can get your hands on for virtual reality. The best looking game. You cannot find any game with better graphics than this, to this day. And I think if this gets a like Steam Frame exclusive version, that thing is a headset seller instantly. I'm guessing oh yeah. Huh? Oh, it's okay.
Oh, thank God.
I'm guessing they've thought about making a new Half-Life game or something, and they went like, man, why would we? Like, we made a total fucking masterpiece with Alyx. Whoa, shit. There's no reason for it. We're just gonna make it playable for the people who get the Steam Frame. And they're right. Like, they made a total fucking masterpiece. Oh shit, and it still feels that amazing after all these years. After playing this game for more than 100 hours, it still feels that fucking amazing.
This is fine.
Music top-notch, sound effects top-notch, voice acting top-notch, story top-notch, everything is 10 out of 10 for me with this video game.
It's really dark. Russ,
Yeah?
can you just talk
About what?
about anything? Literally anything.
Well, I think that given our situation, your irrational fear of the dark is actually quite appropriate. You know, I can give you easily 100 reasons to be terrified.
Okay, that was my fault. I'll be more specific next time.
Now I'm playing with a link cable, which is not an ideal way to play a game like this, that you owe it to yourself to play it standing up. But because of the way they built this game, you can even play it with a cable without it being a problem, because it's just so... They've been so thoughtful in the way that they built it. So it's not that fast type of running around type of thing, it's more like this slow exploration experience. So it doesn't matter if there's a cable hanging down here behind me. It doesn't matter, because exploring the liquid in this bottle is pretty much everything you want to do, right? Just seeing what happens when I place the bottle here. There we go. Nope. There. Perfect physics.
Big fan of this flashlight.
And it, not unlike yourself, is also sensitive to the dark,
Oh yeah?
meaning it should go on automatically when the lights go out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as I said, this was back during COVID when this game came out. And I remember wanting to play video games and my ex-wife getting angry with me for playing video games all the time. Oh yeah. And now, after getting divorced, I didn't really feel like playing video games anymore. Kind of like I had grown out of it in a way. And the funny thing is, like, instantly when I boot up this game, it's just right back there. Yep, want to play it. Still want to play it. Despite having played it that much, still want to play it. Yeah, to all of you guys who really want a girlfriend, it's not all that, man. Like, all of a sudden you wish you were single again and could play your video games. You always want what you can't have, essentially. That's kind of how life is. Grass is always greener on the other side. And when I was in a relationship, being married to arguably my best friend, which should be everyone's dream, all of a sudden I'm just like, man, I want to play Half-Life Alyx. I don't want to be on date night. Which is in no way any criticism of her. It's just like, yeah, of course I wanted to play fucking Half-Life Alyx. I mean, look at this game. Of course I wanted to play this thing. But yeah, I remember when this thing came out, it was such an iconic time in many ways because of COVID. We had no idea what was coming, man. I remember watching a Netflix documentary in 2019 about the coronavirus and how it was thankfully only this thing that happened in China. Because it would be catastrophic if it made its way to the West. Literally fucking that Christmas before Corona hit in the West, I sat watching that thing on Netflix around the same time I was building that gaming PC, I think. And what happened? All of a sudden, oh shit, Easter comes.
I'm okay.
It was on your face and it was disgusting.
Easter comes. I think it was Easter. I had planned this romantic trip for me and my ex to go to Switzerland. And all of a sudden I had to cancel that. And it wasn't like this undramatic thing. It was pretty fucking dramatic because all of society all of a sudden just fucking closed down. And they even threatened with firing people who did not take things seriously. Like, if you had planned a trip to one of these locations in Europe that was like bad places to go because of COVID, and you didn't take the rules seriously, you could get fired. So I had to actually cancel that trip.
All right, Russ.
Because
really
Switzerland was in a really bad place.
Be specific.
Before. What was life like before the Combine?
Ah, excellent. Alyx, have you ever heard of a club sandwich?
Nope, not once.
Right. To make a club sandwich, you need to start with bread. Not from a bread line, from a bakery across the street. Baked that day, okay? You add tomatoes, lettuce, not vegetable paste, fresh. Then you add bacon. That's from an animal we used to call the pig. You toast the bread and you put all that inside it.
You guys had all that? That's insane.
It is, and I'm not done. Then you add a second sandwich on top of the first one. You put ham in it, also from a pig, and turkey from an animal we used to call the turkey, and more tomato or lettuce and a bunch of other things I'm forgetting. It was 6 inches tall and weighed a pound and had a dozen ingredients from 5 different continents. It was the most impossible food item you could imagine in any age before ours.
Wow.
I know, right?
That is... wow. Thanks, Russ.
You're welcome, Alyx.
So, I did say I don't want to spoil this game for you, but the dialogue here is so fucking good that I cannot speak over the dialogue. Like, this is not very late in the game, so don't worry. And there's a lot more there than this. Anyways, let's feed this alien this gasoline can. Come on. For one thing, when this game came out, we had COVID, which gave us a lot of time on our hands to all of a sudden play these video games. And I had that same thing happen to me back then, where I was bored with gaming. I've been an on and off gamer for a long time. Back then it was flat video games that I was kind of bored with. So VR kind of revolutionized that and brought me back to video games, in a way. And especially this game. So thankfully, with all that time on my hands in COVID, I had stuff to play because, yeah, Half-Life and all of the other amazing stuff. And I had the first Quest headset back then. Oh man, this is so cool. Oh, extremely well made. Anyways, yeah. This has to be like greatest game of all time, especially if we're talking about just virtual reality and nothing else. Then this has to be the greatest of all time. Up there alongside a couple of others. But for me, yeah. I'm gonna stop saying it, guys, but I just keep getting so amazed with how amazing this game still is after all those years. Kinda can't believe it. Yeah, so COVID hit. If you had as much as a flu or anything that hardly resembled the flu, you had to stay home. I remember this meme. Before I used to sneeze to hide a fart, and now I fart to hide a sneeze. I remember having a sore throat and having to stay home from work, despite knowing that I could fucking do gymnastics in my apartment without any problem. People were so afraid of that thing. And of course they were. I mean, people died. The coronavirus was very, very seriously. Seriously. Very, very serious, excuse me. Yeah. So I had to cancel that romantic trip to Switzerland I was lucky that I got my money back very quickly from that hotel, but the airlines took over a year, actually I think it was 2 years, to pay me and my ex back the expenses. And people buying toilet paper like total imbeciles. That was the one thing, when people panicked, they had to buy toilet paper. And there was this guy in the news wearing a hazmat suit, filling a cart, a shopping cart with toilet paper to the brim, like a real thing. Thankfully, we had no food shortages or anything like that, so the stores just said, yo, just calm down. We have more than enough toilet paper for everyone. We have more than enough food. Just chill. Yeah. And I bought canned beans and canned food in case that emergency where it was to blow up to something more extreme.
Wait, is that a dead Combine soldier?
Yeah. When you guys were off stealing the reactor, I saw the Combine moving supplies in here.
Wow.
So,
Look at that
interested in
thing.
this place again.
I'll
Look
keep
at
an eye
this
out.
guy, man.
Something's definitely up.
Look at how well made this thing is. Like, for Christ's sake, it is so well made. It is insane. It's so amazingly well made. And here we have to check. Oh no. Oh yeah. I just had to check. Not a good idea. Performance on this
Alyx,
game is just
manhack,
insane.
watch out!
See it.
And I think, like, you have to be masterful game designers to be able to build something like this, because there's always something happening, right? Like, I wanted to make my own video game, and there's so much to learn from just exploring a game like this. Because you saw that new enemy there. They just keep coming, but they come alongside story beats that makes everything make sense. It is awesome. Like, it's fucking amazing. That's why this game is gonna remain great for a very long time. They don't make them like this no more. Yeah, so COVID. I actually had a very good experience with how I perceived people after
Okay,
COVID.
so right now, what it's like to live on Earth on a scale of 1 to 10. I'd say we're at a 2.
Yep, could always get worse.
What would you rate it before the Combine showed up?
Ooh, that's a toughie. I don't know. Good day? I'd say 6. Yeah, strong 6.
6? That's not great.
Well, that's life, Alyx. You know, it's not always great.
Well, maybe we get the Combine off Earth and we could shoot for like an 8, you know?
Ooh, an 8. Yeah, that really would be nice. Really nice.
Anyways, playing a post-apocalyptic game during sort of an apocalypse. Yeah, there we go. With the COVID thing, I mean. Oh yeah, I already have one of these beetles. Shit, I remember when computers used to look like this. Back in the 90s, man. So weird, like... We had no idea how... I mean, in one way we kind of knew how bad this technology was. Like how inefficient it was. It got extremely heavy. Man, I remember having one of these in my bedroom as a teenager. Yeah, I'm really fucking old. And it was so heavy just lifting up the fucking screen, man. The screen was so freaking heavy. Not to mention, whoa, yeah. The CRT technology, when you turned on the screen and you could just feel, when you put your hand on it, it was like this buzzing sensation to your fingers. Every time I thought to myself, like, this is not good. This is not healthy. Thankfully, that technology went away though. And they will get so dusty. So I said I had a good experience with people during COVID. And what I was referring to with a good experience with people was how much people care about doing the right thing. That was very obvious to me during the coronavirus pandemic. Because you saw how people, generally speaking, wanted to always do the right thing, no matter how young or old they were. They always did. Like, I'm trying to think of an example, but keeping distance, most people were really good at keeping a distance. Now, they've always been that in Norway. Because people in Norway hate people, but just generally speaking, and being kind to one another, showing leniency, or what you call it, to me that was very obvious during COVID, that people really cared. Now sure, you have this asshole every now and then who fills their shopping cart to the brim with toilet paper and doesn't give a shit about anyone else. But most people weren't like that, and I'm glad that I had that experience with COVID to see humanity from that perspective. It gave me hope, so to say.
Boy.
Let's see if I can hand it. No. Okay, you need to move, pal. Ugh. I think I have to make a series like greatest VR games of all time. I really should. When talking about this game, it just makes me immediately think, well, I should make a video for Batman, Arkham Shadow as well, and some of the other amazing VR titles. There are several of them. This is, to me personally, the greatest ever, but it's not the only great VR game. There are actually quite a bunch of them that are extremely good. But this is kind of one of those that's so good it kind of ruins all the others. Because there hasn't been anything like this to date since this thing came out. And I guess it kind of has to do with having to have a big expensive PC to play something like this. And have the full experience. Most people, they can't afford it. And especially now with the whole AI situation, with RAM becoming extremely expensive. Most normal people do not have gaming PCs like the one that I have. That costs like 25,000 Norwegian kroners. That's a lot of money. Now, I'm not rich or anything, but I make a decent living. I have a good education, right? Working as a teacher in Norway. As I said, not in any way rich, but I get by. So I can buy something like this expensive gaming PC, and I could probably take it even farther and buy an even more expensive gaming PC. But most people either cannot or don't want to spend that money. The reason for me wanting to spend that money is because I have other hobbies that relate to the PC. It's not like an exclusive gaming thing to me. It can be used for other stuff as well. Man, look at this thing. My point being, that is probably the main reason why most people have not played this game. But once the Steam frame comes out, which is more than a gaming device. A VR headset is not a gaming device. It is a multimedia device. It is like a computer or a smartphone or whatever. Then, once people get their hands on that, more people will experience Half-Life Alyx and see what VR can truly be. Because this is an example of what VR can be. Look at this thing, man. Look at how amazing this looks. Look at these graphics. I am one of those people who... I get a high from seeing amazing stuff. Visuals give me a high. Good graphics have always given me a high with video games. And this, it looks beyond amazing. Look at this zombie. Look at this zombie, man. Look at how well that thing is made. How amazing it looks. This soldier alien character. It's insane. And to this day, many years later, nothing compares to Half-Life Alyx. To this very day, all those years. Whoa, shit. There you are. Shit. God damn it. Just a second there, pal. Okay. There we go.
Access to this block is not permitted.
Officials left.
To receive this message is to be in civil code violation.
They thought about everything with this game, so there's no UI. So the character, Alyx, comments on stuff, like how many bullets she has left when you're reloading your gun. She'll say like, damn, only 3 bullets left. And that makes such a big difference, because when you're playing in a game in VR, you want to be totally immersed. You don't want a fucking UI all up in your face. You want this. No UI, nothing. Just totally clean, so you can be fully immersed in the experience. Wow. Let's see. There we go. This is a much longer video already than what I intended. But yeah, those of you who are getting the Steam frame will likely be getting some version of Half-Life Alyx. Probably with worse graphics, since it has to run on a standalone device. But I can't really imagine this game not looking good, because it looking good is more about just how everything is built and presented. It's not really a graphics thing. It's in the entire presentation of the game. Sure, it helps having 12 gigabytes of VRAM on a 5070, but that's not it. Like, this game could look good as a Quest build as well. I'm 100% sure of it. Again, it's about how they did everything. If I turn the graphics down to low, it's still gonna look amazing here. Now sure, it will look far worse than putting the PC version on low graphics, but still. Where was I supposed to put this thing? I have no idea. Somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. I have no idea, man. Now, I'm not gonna tell you to buy this game, because that is a fucking no-brainer. For Christ's sake, man, if you're into science fiction and cyberpunk stuff and all of that, and you have a VR headset and a gaming PC, if you haven't bought this thing already, what are you doing? Like, stop watching this video. Turn it off. Go buy this. You know what I mean? Just stop. Buy the fucking game. Oh yeah, there we go. Thankfully, the whole flat screen to VR scene has kind of brought back these types of gaming experiences to virtual reality.
So,
Because-
when we get the Combine off of Earth, what are you gonna do?
I'm going full production mode on the Russells, of course.
Oh, of course. You'll be sitting on a landmine.
Gold mine. Yep. So here's the plan. Conservative estimate, I figure 1 year to get the world unconquered by the Combine, get them off the planet. So that's year 1. Then another year to mass produce the Russell. Although, just quietly, we will need to rebuild society first. You know, to get some basic infrastructure, jobs, money, that sort of thing. Otherwise people won't be able to buy them, you know. So, yeah, 3-year plan. Let's slot the infrastructure thing in for year 2.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You're gonna want to put that in year 2.
Wow. So, this game was kind of like advertisement for their in-house game engine over at Valve as well. That's why there's so many mods for this thing. Because it's not just a game, it's an entire game engine. Source, or what they call it, Source 2 or something. Yeah. I did try to dabble a little bit with it, but I never really figured it out. And some of the mods were just so great that I didn't have time for it. I just was sitting around playing mods all the time. Now this is what I'm talking about with genius game design. They keep coming up with stuff. Like here we have all of these barrels, so if I use my gun, I'm fucked. They just keep coming up with stuff all the time. This game isn't boring for 5 minutes, like, it's never boring. Now what I've been doing up until now is using barrels to kill those things, but I cannot do that now because then I'll blow everything up. But the people over at Valve, they are not cheap asses. You actually have to shoot these barrels. So I can shoot him without nothing happening. And many of the lazy games that come out, they just see you fire a gun and then everything explodes. These people have not been lazy at all about any part of the process. I sound like such a Steam fanboy, and I'm not. But I appreciate when people really spend the time to make something amazing. Because it hits differently when someone really spends their time and money to make something like this. And the people over at Valve, they did not have to do this. They did not make a ton of money off of this thing. They basically said, like, we have a ton of money, we're a successful company, and we want to see how far we can push this VR thing. And they just did. I think in all of gaming history, it's a one-off that someone has actually done that. I've never heard of any other cases where a company would just lose all that money. But that's why they had to make something that would survive time, essentially. Because they weren't going to make that money in 2020. They had to make that money over the next 10, 15, 20 years. Which is why this game is still relevant and coming out for the Steam frame. All those years later.
So, this whole 3-year Russell plan. You think you'd have a job for me?
Job? Alyx, you invented the Alyx. Of course you can have a job.
We could be partners.
Oh, well, Well, there would be stock options. 5 to 10 year vesting period, obviously. Could be very lucrative for you, Alyx, in the long term.
I don't know what any of that meant, but sounds good.
Yep, sounds good. Alyx?
I mean, just look at this skull skull, man. Look at that skull. And you can pick everything up in this game. Everything can be picked up. Again, we'll have to get rid of a couple of those guys. Not all of them, but a couple of them. Being a little bit lazy, but oh man, it is so cool. Well, I don't need any more health, because I'm a total nerd that's played this game so many times that it is physically impossible for me to lose, even if I suck. It is like beyond cheating. Yeah, top 10 games of all time for me personally. This game, Red Dead Redemption 2, Cyberpunk 2077, the first Metal Gear Solid game. Believe it or not, Heavy Rain from 2010. Oh, of course, Deus Ex. What? Human Revolution, I think that one was called, from 2011. Dead Space 2. Very few actual native VR games on that list, sadly. But the VR scene has more or less become like VR is a device for experiencing media. Like the flat screen to VR thing has shown. It's just a way to experience stuff. You get more immersed when it's in virtual reality. Crap, man. I'm too good at this game now. I've played it so many times, like the main story. I know everything by heart. So that kind of makes it a little bit boring, to be completely frank, like a Wiener Schnitzel. Still, it's been a couple of years since I played it now, so yeah. Kind of want to place Death Stranding up there for me personally, with that wow factor of it being different and not being the same thing as everything else. Because if you want to have people feel like you've made one of the greatest games of all time, it can't be the same exact thing as everything else. But what held Death Stranding back for me personally is it thrived itself on being different, but not on being good. I feel very bad when I say that, because I'm not saying it's a bad game, but this, on the other hand, is through and through just good. If that makes sense. It's not just trying to be different. It is just good, because VR is good. You know what I mean? Like VR in and of itself is amazing,
Combine.
and this
Rest.
showcases that.
They're aliens
So
commandos.
well.
Of course they have automatic weapons. We'd have them too, but online weapons are gene-coded, so out of luck. Unless you find one that's unbonded, or you're open to some
Look
minor
at this.
genetic modification.
I'm good, Russ. I'm just gonna roll with these genes that I've got.
Yo, I can't hit that. There we go. Not a very good idea to hide behind the guy with that thing. Come on, man. They're really hard to hit, those gas tanks. But it's so satisfying when I do it. And there he's... it's like in Metal Gear Solid when they're like limping along after being hurt. Half-Life Alyx is one of the few games that actually does that, but for me it's more impactful in this game because it's not a stealth game, right? So you're in more gunfights and you get to see those mechanics more. The limping and all of that, and it's like this is a totally different thing from playing something in flat, because I can hide behind here and I can peek over, physically peek along the side and everything, and I can fire over here, blind fire. So it is 100% a totally different experience from playing something in flat. Which is what I'm saying, like Half-Life Alyx is not just showcasing being different, it is showcasing VR being amazing. That is really what it is. In so many ways, like these puzzles. In the same way, they're showcasing just the fact that VR is awesome. It is so interactive, it's just, yeah. It's something that could not be done outside of virtual reality. It is impossible to do this. I can't remember what's what here. Oh yeah, I think I want that one actually. Okay, so now yeah. Oh, it's so cool. Now they could have just made like that thing there doing that automatically and you put one thing in there. But they thought about all the little details. So they know that you want to physically put each of those in.
Wow, my gun's looking pretty good.
Russ, come on. At this point, it's kind of our gun.
This is game design genius in so many ways. Whoa, shit. Like what I just did there could never be done in a flat screen game. It is physically impossible to do something like that in a flat screen game. Never, ever could you do that in a normal flat screen title. And this thing here, like that's why I love virtual reality. But sadly, this is one of those few games that actually make you feel like you're inside of the video game. One of the few ones that actually give you that feeling. Despite that is what VR should be all about. Hardly any games actually do that. Get down! And you have the music to back it up. Ah, come on, man. Oh yeah. And the AI is smart enough here to make it engaging. Sound design in this fucking game, man. Top tier sound design. Best ever. Music is fucking awesome. Yes, I just slapped out that piece of glass. Come on, man. Where are you? Okay. Oh shit, that was almost, I almost had it.
Oh, I think that's the last of them.
Good, because we don't have much time.
Man, did you just see that? That is like no amount of being bored with gaming could ever like not make that amazing. How could that not be amazing? Like it reignites that gamer inside of me immediately. So I guess the whole getting bored with gaming thing is kind of like you get spoiled by playing a certain amount of video games and learning to what's it called? Expect a certain level of quality. Like with this. It's hard to go back to playing
There's a control station override nearby.
games after you've played something like this, man. One of the greatest of just all time ever. Huh. So this isn't right. Okay, so there we have that. Now we need...
You should have plenty of time to get the override back online. Alright, I'll be able to stop the train right here.
You sure you can do that?
Absolutely. You just need to activate
Look at
the
how
terminal.
beautiful that
Nice.
is.
Then you'll need to be ready for a fight. They're not going to give up your dad easily.
I'll be
How
right.
the fuck did they even do this? I'm not gonna play that much more. I was originally only intending to play just a little bit. But this is fucking insane. It looks so good.
Right, that's the terminal there.
I'm on it.
Do hurry though.
Yeah, I have to do one of those greatest of all times lists. Because there are more than just Half-Life Alyx. And it sounds so depressing when I say, oh, there's never been anything like this. There are other games that are really amazing. Not equally as much as this one, but this thing, like I said, like it's not a fair comparison because to me
Yeah, there
personally,
must be
I
a
feel like
battery
this is
around
one
here
of the
somewhere.
best games ever. Either I ate a ton of chili yesterday, or that sound did not come from my stomach. Yeah, you can crush cans in this game. Where is that thing? Let's see. It's probably in here. And I do not think that was the chili that made that sound from my own stomach. I think it was... Yep, there you go. There we have you. I want to blow him up. Where's that? Yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. Oops, shit. There we go. Once you feel like you're getting good in this game, it feels like you're in a movie, like you're some action hero. Because it's so fucking well made, you know? Yeah, I was supposed to turn this off a long time ago.
Okay, no worries. But the train is coming. Just get me in. It'll only take a second.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Yep, doing great. No
Yep.
worries. No worries. No worries.
Okay, I think that's correct. No, that's not fucking correct. Like, what's up with you, man? You're supposed to react. There we go. No? Come on, man. Yep. Any day now. There's some noises in the background there, so...
Okay, now just re-engage the system.
Oops.
Supposed to come off?
It's the opposite of what it's supposed to do, Alyx.
What do I do now?
Well, don't panic. Well, stop panicking if you
I'm
are.
not panicking.
Yes, but I am. We need to find another way to stop this train.
Okay. How do I stop the train? Oh yeah, that's...
Well, start looking. 10 seconds, Alyx. Okay, just throw the switch there.
It won't stay.
You've got to hold it down.
Whoa. Okay, I think we'll stop it there.
Well,
The best game of all time. Yep.
Wow. You okay?
I'm okay. Let's go find Dad.